Welcome back, treasure hunters and coin lovers, to another exciting episode of Coin Cash Kings. Today's video is going to blow your mind because we're diving deep into the world of Australian rare 10-cent coins that are shaking up the auction markets right now. Yes, you heard that right. Those small silver coins you've probably seen 1,000 times could actually be worth a fortune. Some of them are selling for hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars. And today, we're counting down the top 6 rarest and most valuable Australian 10-cent coins that collectors around the world are desperately searching for. Australia has a rich and fascinating coin history. Since the introduction of decimal currency in 1,966 millions of 10-cent coins have been minted, but among those millions, a few stand out. These are the ones with unique tones, natural oxidations, minting anomalies, and time-aged beauty that make collectors' hearts race. Each rare 10-cent coin tells its own stories of time, history, chemistry, and pure luck. Some have developed beautiful rusty or green shades. Others carry rare mint details that make them 1 in a million. And while their face value is only 10 cents, their collector value can reach jaw-dropping amounts in today's auction market, turning ordinary pocket change into extraordinary treasures. So whether you're an experienced numismatist, a new collector, or just someone curious about what might be hiding in your coin jar, this video is for you. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly which coins to look for, what details to spot, and why these particular Australian 10-cent pieces are making headlines in the world of rare coins. Today's video is going to blow your mind, because we're diving deep into the top 6 Australian 10-cent rare coins that are making huge waves in today's collector market, with prices skyrocketing into the tens and even hundreds of thousands of dollars. So if you've got some old coins sitting around, or you just love uncovering hidden treasures from your pocket change, this video might just inspire you to check your collection again. Stick around till the end, because these coins are not just rare, they are extremely valuable and highly sought after in the international numismatic market. Now let's start with our first incredible coin, and trust me, this one will amaze you. When it comes to modern Australian coinage, the 2006 10-cent piece has gained legendary status among serious collectors. At first glance, it might look like a simple coin from your spare change, but under closer inspection, it hides a story of rarity, mystery, and immense collector value. The 2006 Australia 10-cent coin was part of the standard circulation coin struck at the Royal Australian Mint, featuring the iconic image of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side, and the classic male superb lyrebird on the reverse, a proud symbol of Australia's unique wildlife. But what sets this particular coin apart is not just its age or its design, but the unexpected toning and rare surface transformation that has occurred over time. Collectors call this particular specimen the Green and Rusty Shade Edition, a one-of-a-kind natural patina that developed on the reverse side of the coin, giving it stunning hues of green and coppery rust. Unlike typical corrosion, this effect has formed in a very balanced and artistic way, which adds to its beauty and uniqueness. The coin remains in fine condition, meaning its details are still clearly visible, with just enough aging to show its journey through time. The 10-cent coin was first introduced in 1966, when Australia transitioned to decimal currency. It's been a staple of everyday life for millions of Australians for decades. But among all those millions, only a handful of unique errors or natural anomalies stand out. And the 2006 green tone coin is one such remarkable piece. Over the years, several small batches of 2006 coins have shown unusual metal reactions, possibly due to unique environmental storage conditions or chemical reactions within the coin's alloy. These rare environmental transformations have turned what was once an ordinary circulation coin into a collectible masterpiece. What makes this coin so extraordinary is the combination of rarity and natural artistry. The green and rusty shades across the back of the coin form a pattern that no minting process can reproduce. Every naturally toned coin is unique, but this 2006 edition, with its perfect balance of colors, texture, and preservation, is a standout. Collectors adore coins like this because they tell a visual story, a history not written in books, but etched in the very metal of the coin. And when the toning forms evenly, without damaging the coin's details, it can increase its market appeal dramatically. This particular coin is known among Australian numismatic circles as ultra rare. Very few examples have been found with this distinct natural toning and still maintaining a fine or higher grade. The rarity factor is further boosted because the 2006 mintage didn't have any major errors or misprints that year, meaning unique pieces like this are incredibly limited. A coin like this is truly one in a million. Its fine condition ensures the Queen's portrait and the lyrebird design remain visible, which greatly enhances its desirability among investors and collectors alike. In recent years, the demand for unusual and visually unique coins has exploded. Collectors around the world, from Australia to the US, and Europe, are now actively seeking these standout pieces. The 2006 green and rusty tone 10-cent coin has become a hot topic in auctions and online marketplaces, often selling for astronomical amounts when in verified, authentic condition. The emotional appeal, rarity, and natural beauty all combine to create a perfect storm of collector demand. It's not just a coin, it's a conversation piece, an artwork, and a slice of numismatic history. Now let's talk numbers, because that's what we all love. The current market value of this fine condition 2006 green tone 10-cent coin is estimated at a staggering $120,000 USD in today's auction market. Yes, you heard that right. A simple 10-cent coin transformed by time into a six-figure treasure. This valuation reflects not only its rarity, but also the competitive demand among elite collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for visually stunning and rare coins with historical value. If you're a coin collector or someone just starting your numismatic journey, here are a few professional tips. Always handle such coins carefully, avoid cleaning or polishing them, as natural toning adds tremendous value. Store your coins in acid-free holders or capsules and document every unique characteristic, such as color variations or pattern differences. When it comes to coins like the 2006 green tone 10-cent, authenticity and natural condition are everything. So before selling or buying, make sure to get your coin authenticated by a recognized grading service. This can help you unlock the full potential value in future auctions. The 2006 Australian 10-cent coin, with its rare green and rusty shades, isn't just a collectible, it's a shining example of how something ordinary can become extraordinary. Its beauty lies in its natural transformation, its rarity and survival, and its value in the eyes of collectors who recognize its uniqueness. It's living proof that treasure can hide in plain sight, and even a 10-cent piece can turn into a life-changing discovery. So, if you come across a coin like this, hold on to it tight. You might just be holding your own piece of numismatic gold. Next coin. Coin number 2. Let's rewind a little to 1978 amperes time, when the Royal Australian Mint was producing millions of 10-cent coins for everyday use. The design was already iconic by then. Queen Elizabeth II graced the obverse, while the reverse featured the elegant lyrebird, a proud symbol of Australia's native wildlife. But among all those coins minted that year, only a handful have survived. With such a remarkable and naturally developed pattern, a combination of light to dark rust tones that have aged beautifully over nearly 5 decades. This natural oxidation, influenced by the metal composition and environmental exposure, has turned what was once an ordinary circulation coin into a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. For collectors, coins like this are not simply about each shade of rust tells a story of time, atmosphere, and history, making the 1978 Australia 10-cent coin with its color transition a truly historic and artistic numismatic wonder. What makes this coin so extraordinary is the beautiful contrast of light and dark rusting that flows across its surfaces. On the obverse, you can see soft amber tones framing Queen Elizabeth's profile, while the reverse side often features a deeper, more dramatic mix of bronze and dark brown hues. This kind of natural toning, even and visually balanced, is exceptionally rare, especially on both sides of a coin. Most coins would suffer damage or corrosion over time, but this piece has aged gracefully, maintaining clear design details while displaying a magnificent spectrum of natural coloration. Collectors call this kind of finish the perfect aging, and when paired with a well-preserved surface, it can multiply the coin's value several times over. The 1978 Australia 10-cent coin is already difficult to find in high grades due to circulation wear, but finding one in very fine condition with even rust shading on both sides is almost unheard of. This unique combination has placed it among the top-tier rarities in the Australian Decimal Series. Experts estimate that fewer than 5 verified examples exist with this exact kind of toning and preservation. It's the kind of coin that doesn't just appeal to Australian collectors, it attracts international investors who recognize its beauty and scarcity. Now, let's talk about demand, because this coin is a superstar in the numismatic community. In recent years, collectors have gone absolutely wild for visually stunning pieces like this. Every time at a 1,978 Australia 10 cent, with this rust gradient appearance surfaces, it draws incredible attention at auctions. In fact, in the most recent high-profile sale, a coin matching this description sparked an intense bidding war between multiple collectors from Australia, the US, and Europe. The final hammer price, over $1.23 million, and experts believe that the value could rise even higher in the coming years as more collectors turn their eyes toward rare Australian decimal issues. Simply put, demand has never been stronger, and those lucky enough to own one of these coins are holding a true treasure. At this moment, the market value for this 1,978 rust-toned 10-cent coin sits at approximately $1,230,000 USD. Yes, that's $1 million coin, and it's not a myth. The price reflects not only its incredible rarity, but also the growing appreciation for naturally toned, visually distinct coins within the collector community. These are coins that combine history, beauty, and individuality, and that's exactly what makes them worth such massive sums. If you're collecting Australian decimal coins, especially 10-cent pieces, always look out for natural color variations. Never clean or polish these coins. Doing so can destroy the toning and instantly reduce their value. Use soft gloves when handling them and store them in non-PVC, airtight containers to preserve the metal surface. For coins like this 1,978 edition, proper documentation and grading certificates are essential if you want to sell at premium value. Collectors are always on the hunt for coins with story and soul, and that's exactly what a beautifully rusted and naturally aged coin represents. The 1,978 Australian 10-cent coin, with its light-to-dark rust tones, is a masterpiece of natural beauty and history. Every mark and shade on this coin tells a story not of damage, but of endurance, time, and transformation. It's a rare reminder that even small, humble coins can achieve greatness when preserved by nature itself. With its $1 million price tag and unmatched visual charm, this coin stands as a symbol of how patience, rarity, and passion come together in the fascinating world of coin collecting. Next coin, number 3. Let's rewind to the year 1975 amperes, period of smooth production and widespread circulation of the 10-cent coin by the Royal Australian Mint. Like its predecessors, the coin carried the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, and the elegant lyrebird design by Stuart Devlin. On the reverse, a design that beautifully represents Australia's artistic and natural heritage. However, a few of these coins left the mint with what collectors now call the black dot anomaly, a small, distinct dark mark appearing directly on the Queen's face. The cause of this rare feature is still debated. Some experts believe it originated from a minor impurity during the minting process, or a unique toning reaction caused by environmental exposure over decades. Either way, this dot has made the coin stand out in history today. The 1,975 Australia 10-cent coin with the black spot on Elizabeth's face has become a true conversation piece, a coin that fascinates both traditional numismatists and modern investors alike. This coin's standout feature, the black dot positioned on the Queen's portrait, gives it its rarity and charm. The mark is perfectly centered on the facial profile, giving the coin a distinctive appearance that separates it from every other 1975 10-cent coin ever produced. What makes this so remarkable is that the rest of the coin's surface remains clean and well-preserved. The contrast between the shiny silver-gray alloy and the single dark mark creates an eye-catching visual effect that collectors find irresistible. It's this balance between the coin's flaw and its preservation that transforms it from a circulation piece into a collectible masterpiece. Coins with such distinctive and well-placed markings are incredibly rare. While millions of 10-cent coins were minted in 1,975, only a few examples have ever been verified with this unique black spot on the Queen's face. And finding one in very fine condition, where the design remains sharp and details are crisp, is even more exceptional. The clarity of the Queen's portrait and the fine definition of the lyrebird on the reverse make this coin highly desirable among elite collectors. This combination of rarity and condition gives it a powerful presence in the numismatic world, the kind of coin that instantly captures attention at any auction. Demand for this coin has surged in the past few years. Collectors today are not just looking for old coins, they want coins with stories, with character, and with mystery. The 1,975 black dot 10-cent coin delivers all three. It has appeared in several major auction catalogs and private collections, often described as a mystery mint marvel. When one of these coins appears on the market, it rarely lasts long. Competitive bidding and high collector interest push its value higher every year. The story behind the market's mystery and visual uniqueness makes this coin an irresistible catch for serious coin investors who crave truly individual pieces. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know, the money. In today's collector's market, the 1,975 Australia 10-cent coin with the black dot on Elizabeth's face is valued at an impressive $120,000 USD. That's right, one small coin worth less than a single US. Dime when minted now commands six figures due to a tiny, perfectly placed mark that tells a 50-year story of rarity and intrigue. It's a shining example of how even the smallest details can lead to monumental value in the world of coin collecting. If you ever come across a 1,975 Australia 10-cent coin, examine it carefully, especially the portrait side. Look for any natural or unusual marks that might make your coin unique. And remember, never clean or polish such coins. That black dot, that tiny discoloration, or that strange mark might just be what gives your coin its worth. Always handle these coins with gloves and store them in temperature-controlled cases to prevent further oxidation. And as always, have your coin professionally graded and certified, as authentication can be the difference between a few $100s and a six-figure payday. The 1,975 Australia 10-cent black dot coin is a symbol of how imperfections can become perfection in the world of rare collectibles. It's a coin with mystery, character, and undeniable charm. And with its value now standing at $120,000, it's clear that collectors everywhere recognize just how special this piece truly is. From the smallest dot to the largest bid, this coin proves that every detail matters. So keep an eye on your change, because the next coin you hold might just be your golden ticket to the Collector's Hall of Fame. Next coin Nambar 4. The year 2002 was an interesting chapter in Australian coinage. It marked a time of stability in mint production, with millions of 10-cent coins entering circulation. The standard design remained the same, Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, and the iconic lyrebird on the reverse, symbolizing the spirit and elegance of Australian wildlife. But amid those millions of coins, a few unique pieces emerged. Coins that reacted differently over time due to the metal composition and exposure to environmental elements. One such extraordinary survivor is this black-rusted 2002 edition, a coin that has developed deep, natural oxidation layers across both faces, creating a stunning and highly collectible visual masterpiece. Unlike typical wear, this form of darkening is perfectly balanced and artistic. It transforms the coin into something far beyond a simple currency piece. It becomes a piece of living art. What truly sets this coin apart is the even spread of black and rusty toning that covers both sides, giving it a powerful, aged appearance that still retains the clarity of its original design on the obverse. Queen Elizabeth's portrait is beautifully shadowed by darkened hues that emphasize her profile, almost like a vintage black and white photograph. On the reverse, the majestic lyrebird stands out with dramatic contrast, its intricate feathers glowing faintly against the darkened metal background. This unique coloration gives the coin a mysterious, almost antique aura, something that collectors and investors are falling in love with. Every coin like this is different. Each shade, each line, each dark spot tells its own story of time, chemistry, and preservation. The 2002 10-cent black rusted edition is among the most difficult to find in this level of condition. Many coins that tone this way end up heavily damaged or corroded, but this one has aged gracefully, maintaining crisp details and even coloration. Experts estimate that less than a handful of these coins exist in very fine condition, with this specific dual-sided black and rusty shading. It's that perfect combination of rarity and visual balance that makes it such a standout piece when collectors spot such even and natural toning that doesn't compromise design clarity. It instantly skyrockets in value. And that's exactly what has happened with this 2002 beauty. Now, let's talk about the buzz, because this coin is creating serious waves in the collector's community. Over the last few years, the market for uniquely toned and naturally aged Australian coins has exploded. Collectors are chasing coins that have personality, history, and visual impact. The 2002 Black Rusty 10-cent coin ticks every single box. It's visually dramatic, historically interesting, and extremely limited in availability. Every time one surfaces at auction, it sparks intense competition, and the winning bids keep climbing higher. Collectors and investors alike view this coin as a prime example of environmental art, nature's own masterpiece, created over decades of interaction between metal and time. Now, let's get to what everyone's waiting for, the value. This spectacular 2002 10-cent coin with its black rusty tones currently holds a market value of around $145,000 USD. That's an extraordinary leap from its original worth, proving, once again, that the tiniest details can turn the smallest coins into treasures of immense financial and historical significance. Auction experts predict that as more collectors recognize the beauty of these naturally aged coins, the price could easily rise even higher in the near future. This isn't just a coin, it's a high-value investment and a symbol of Australia's numismatic artistry. For anyone collecting modern Australian coins, pay close attention to color patterns and surface tones. Black and rusty shades can indicate natural oxidation, which when balanced and visually appealing can add immense value. Always remember, never try to clean or alter such coins. What might look like dirt or tarnish could actually be the very feature that makes your coin rare and valuable. Store these treasures in a cool, dry place, and protect them in airtight cases to preserve that natural toning. And most importantly, if you find a coin like this, get it professionally graded and authenticated, because a proper certificate can turn curiosity into capital. The 2002 Australia 10-cent coin with black rusty shading is more than a rare find. It's a striking blend of nature and numismatics. Its stunning colors, well-preserved details, and undeniable rarity have made it one of the most admired 10-cent coins in the world today, with a market value of $145,000. This coin stands as a shining example of how even everyday currency can become an extraordinary collectible masterpiece. So, next time you look through your change, remember, it's not always the shiny coins that bring the biggest fortune. Sometimes it's the dark, time-touched beauties that tell the most valuable stories. Next coin Nambar 5. The year 1998 saw Australia continuing its long-standing minting of 10-cent coins at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra. By then, the design had already become iconic. Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, beautifully sculpted by Ian Rank Broadley, and the majestic lyrebird on the reverse, designed by the legendary Stuart Devlin. While millions of these coins were produced for circulation, nature and time had their own plans for a select few. Among those millions, only a rare handful developed this extraordinary dual-toned aging effect, with black and rusty shades spreading across both sides in a remarkably artistic way. These are not mint errors, they're natural miracles, formed through decades of oxidation, storage conditions, and the unique environmental chemistry that no mint could ever replicate. The result, a one-of-a-kind masterpiece of nature and history preserved in metal. What makes this coin truly stand out is its contrasting toning between the two sides. On the front, where Queen Elizabeth's profile shines, you'll find a beautiful mix of black and rustic bronze shades, almost giving the impression of an old painting aged to perfection. The texture and coloration appear organic, blending naturally without harming the design's visibility. Then, when you flip it over, the backside reveals a darker, uniform black tone that highlights the elegant lyrebird design, creating a mysterious, dramatic contrast between front and back. Collectors are fascinated by this rare dual toning effect, as it creates the illusion of two distinct art styles on one single coin. It's nature's own masterpiece, and that's what makes it so highly sought after. Finding a 1998 Australia 10-cent coin with such perfectly balanced toning is incredibly rare. Most circulated coins from that year show typical wear and tear scratches, fading and dull surfaces. But this coin despite being in fine condition, still holds remarkable definition, especially on the Queen's portrait and the lyrebird's tail feathers. The toning doesn't just add color, it enhances the visual depth of the design, making the details stand out more clearly. According to collectors and numismatic experts, fewer than 10 known examples exist with this specific color combination and level of preservation. That's why the demand is so intense and the price so high. Over the past few years, demand for naturally toned coins has exploded worldwide, and Australia's decimal coins are leading the way. Collectors today are searching for uniqueness, not just old coins, but coins that tell a story. The 1,998 black and rusty shaded 10-cent coin fits that description perfectly. It has the beauty, the mystery, and the rarity that serious investors crave. Every time one of these coins appears in an auction or private sale, it sparks immediate attention. Collectors see this coin as more than a piece of currency. They see it as a work of natural art, a conversation piece, and a tangible investment in Australian coinage history. The buzz around this coin continues to grow, and experts predict that its value could rise even higher as awareness spreads among high-end collectors. So, how much is this extraordinary coin worth today? As of current market evaluations, the 1,998 Australia 10-cent coin with black and rusty tones on the front and deep black shading on the back holds a remarkable value of $140,000 USD. That's an enormous return for a coin that once jingled in someone's pocket change. And it's a perfect example of how natural toning and preservation can elevate a simple circulation coin into a collector's dream and a financial powerhouse. If you're serious about building a collection of high-value Australian coins, take note. Coins with natural dark tones, rust patterns, or dual colorations are increasingly being recognized as premium collectibles. Never attempt to clean or restore them. Doing so can destroy the toning and dramatically decrease their value. Instead, store them in a dry, temperature-stable environment using acid-free holders or coin capsules. And always have rare coins like this one authenticated by a trusted grading service, as certified provenance is crucial for commanding top dollar in the collector market. The 1,998 Australia 10-cent black and rusty tone coin is a living piece of history, a coin that combines beauty, rarity, and natural transformation into one striking collectible. Its two-tone coloration makes it stand out from every other coin in the series, and its six-figure market value proves just how powerful nature's artistry can be in the world of numismatics. With a current value of $140,000, this coin is a reminder that not all treasures sparkle. Some shine in shadows. It's yet another incredible discovery that proves why Australia's rare 10-cent coins are dominating today's auction markets. Next coin, number 6. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for, our final and most extraordinary coin on today's list. A true legend of Australian coinage, a collector's dream, and one of the most valuable 10-cent coins ever known to exist. I'm talking about the 1,983 Australia 10-cent coin, displaying beautiful light rusty shades on both sides preserved in very fine condition, and carrying an unbelievable current market value of. The year 1983 marked a fascinating period in Australia's minting history. The Royal Australian Mint continued producing the 10-cent series, with millions entering circulation that year. But among those countless coins, a small handful developed a unique visual transformation that would make them some of the rarest and most desired coins in the world today. Over time, a select few 1,983 coins began to show light, elegant rusty shades, the result of a rare natural toning process influenced by precise environmental conditions, temperature, and metal exposure. Unlike deep corrosion, this soft rusting effect gives the coin a warm, antique glow as if time itself gently painted the surface with history. It's this natural beauty and perfect preservation that separates the ordinary from the truly extraordinary. The most striking thing about this 1,983 coin is its subtle, light, rusty toning that evenly blankets both the obverse and reverse sides. On the obverse, Queen Elizabeth II's portrait shines through a veil of soft bronze and golden hues, giving her image a regal, almost vintage aura. Flip it over and the reverse side reveals the superb lyrebird, Australia's iconic native bird standing proudly against the same light rust tones that seem to glow under the right light. The beauty of this coin lies in its harmony. The toning is soft, balanced, and graceful, a perfect example of natural oxidation enhancing, rather than hiding the design. Each of these rare 1,983 editions is unique in tone pattern and depth. No two are ever identical. And that's exactly what collectors crave. One-of-a-kind coins that tell a visual story through time. In numismatics, rarity isn't just about age, it's about uniqueness, preservation, and beauty. And this coin checks every single box. Only a handful of these lightly rust-toned 1,983 coins have ever been authenticated and recorded. Most coins from that era have long since lost their natural finish through circulation and wear. But this particular piece, surviving in very fine condition, stands out as one of the most remarkable examples ever found. Experts call it a perfect harmony between time and metal. And when you see one in person, you immediately understand why collectors go to great lengths to secure one for their private vaults. Now let's talk about demand, because this coin is the crown jewel of modern Australian coin collecting. The 1983 10-cent light rusty shaded coin has become one of the most talked about pieces in international numismatic circles. High-end collectors and investors from Australia, Europe, and the United States have all shown growing interest in securing this masterpiece. When one appeared at a private auction recently, the competition was fierce, and it sold for nearly $1.05 million USD, setting new records and proving once again that rare Australian decimal coins are now commanding world-class prices. Collectors love this coin because it embodies everything they look for: beauty, rarity, preservation, and a genuine sense of mystery. It's more than just metal, it's art in its purest form. So, what's the official number? The current market value for this stunning 1,983 Australia 10-cent coin with light rusty toning sits at a breathtaking $1,490,000 USD in today's auction market. That's nearly $1.5 million for a coin that once had a face value of just 10 cents. It's living proof that history, chemistry, and patience can combine to create a masterpiece worth its weight in gold and far beyond. This kind of value doesn't just happen overnight. It's built on rarity, authenticity, and the powerful emotional connection that collectors feel toward coins that have aged so beautifully through time. If you're hoping to find a treasure like this one, remember, patience and knowledge are your best tools. Always look closely at both sides of every coin you come across. Light rust shades, gentle toning, and subtle color variations could be the difference between a common coin and a $1 million rarity. Avoid cleaning or polishing these coins. Even the slightest alteration can erase the toning that gives them their value. Use gloves, proper lighting, and magnification when inspecting them. And when you do find something unique, get it professionally graded and documented immediately. Coins like this are living history, and they deserve expert preservation. The 1,983 Australia 10-cent coin with its light rusty shading is a once-in-a-lifetime find, the pinnacle of rarity, beauty, and collector prestige. It represents the perfect fusion of nature and numismatic art, a coin that glows softly with history and carries a value that leaves collectors in awe. At $1,490,000 USD, this coin is more than just a collector's piece, it's an investment in legacy. It proves that even the smallest piece of metal can carry the biggest stories, and that sometimes the greatest treasures come from the most unexpected places. And there you have it, treasure hunters of the top 6. Rare Australian 10-cent coins that are making waves in today's auction markets. Each one a masterpiece worth thousands, and in some cases, millions of dollars. From the rare green-toned 2006 edition to the $1 million 1,983 light rusty wonder, these coins show us just how powerful time, rarity, and passion can be in the world of collecting. So next time you look through your spare change or inherited coin collection, don't underestimate those small old coins, because one of them could change your life forever. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Australia's most valuable 10-cent coins, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Coin Cash Kings, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another treasure story. Here on Coin Cash Kings, we turn coins into knowledge and knowledge into cash gold. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep collecting, keep exploring, and maybe one day you'll find your own $1 million coin.